already spent $1,000, maybe a couple thousand in the club. And then when you ask them to tip their waitress, they get a little shaking in their boots. They get a little weird. Okay, you come in and you physically have the money, but the mentality is broke. I'd be a little confused.
Right now, I'm at the age, if there is a cover charge to get into your establishment, it just ain't for me.
Say we running out of them bottles. It was my job to get the cheap liquor that we had, put a funnel in the bottle, and fill that motherfucker back up to the top.
I remember when I was in college, man, going out to the club used to be so much fun. Like, they used to have a shuttle at Georgia State that'll pick up all the students and bring us to the club. We ain't had to pay a lot of money. It was just straight fun, straight dancing. But of course, this is back in like 2014, 2015 type of time frame. The club life just isn't like that no more. It's not about having fun. It's more about how much can the club finesse you and how much money can they get out of you. My mom and my stepdad loved telling me how lit the club was back in the 90s. But sadly, those days are over. Fellas don't want to go to the club anymore. They're tired of getting finessed when they go to the club. And the ladies are mad that the fellas are going to the club trying to bargain on $1. So before we get into talking about the scam culture of the club, let's look at what some of the ladies got to say about guys being cheap in the club.
My least favorite people in the club are the motherfuckers who come in and they are decked out and be having 10K, 5K, whatever in their pocket, already paid $1,000 or maybe a couple thousand for the section, already spent $1,000, maybe a couple thousand in the club. And then when you ask them to tip their waitress, they get a little shaking in their boots. They get a little weird. And I'm just sitting there like, I already clocked your pockets. Like, normally I believe in staying out of people's pockets, but when you come into my work where I'm trying to make money, and I make money off of you tipping me, oh babes, I already done clocked your pockets tenfold. I done clocked your pockets a couple times. I done clocked every piece of jewelry on you. I done clocked your pockets. I already mentally in my head am calculating your monthly expenses, okay? You come in and you physically have the money, but the mentality is broke. I'd be a little confused. Just a little bit.
This is a work of art. This is bullshit. This is a work of art. This is bullshit. This is a work of art. But this is bullshit.
How you gonna call guys broke but they spending thousands in the club? Giving you a tip is optional. And let's be honest, a lot of the nightlife customer service is not all that impressive. But okay, scratch all of that. Since y'all want to call dudes broke, let's talk about how much money it costs to be in the club and possibly have fun.
I'll tell you right now, I'm at the age, if there is a cover charge to get into your establishment, it just ain't for me. It just ain't for me. You cutting into my liquor that I'm gonna buy. I saw something on Facebook where somebody said, if you're out with me and you say I'm not paying $100 to get into this club, you're not going out with me no more. Listen, we not going out because I'm not paying no $100 to get into nowhere. A club to stand around and drink something, I can do that at the crib. Now there are times where I'm like, hey, a smooth little 10, maybe a little 15, a little 20. Hey, you know, maybe I might come up off that. But 100? Nah, you got me fucked up. There's no way I'm paying that. There's no way I'm gonna justify that to myself to pay $100 to get into anywhere. Ain't no way, baby. It's not for me. And I'm not criticizing nobody that will. That's your money, and this is mine. You can spend $100. I'm gonna go spend $100 on some food and liquor and take to the crib and have a ball.
And if you want to see what absolute misery looks like in New York City, go to a nightclub and watch people who pay $4,000 for a table or bottle service. And hold on, hear me out. Let me take my glasses off for this one. People go all out, get dolled up, right? Either get a promoter or they go in and wherever the case may be. And they just like sit in the corner of this table, just spend the whole time on their phone. They don't dance, they barely talk. They'll take like a selfie together or two, and then they'll record when the girls come out with the bottles, with the Casamigos with the little fucking sparkler on top, and then that's it. That's all they'll do. And you know what? Maybe that's how you choose to have fun. That's okay. But damn, you spent like $400 on a bottle of Casamigos that goes for like, I don't know, $40 in the liquor store. You didn't really dance. You didn't really talk to anyone new. You just sat in the corner and texted on your phone. And as someone who's done table service before, that's kind of whack, don't you think? Like, could you have not just gone home and did all that? Seems like a waste of time, my love. I don't know, mate. You tell me.
Atlanta is so much fun to go out in, but can we please talk about these covers? Get it, it's Halloween weekend and bars are really packed and capacity and all the logistics, but there's no reason why you should be charging close to $50 to get inside a bar. I partied in London, Paris, Miami, and I can go on, New York. I've never paid a $50 cover. Mind you, when I was in Miami, I was right next to Offset and Cardi B, and I didn't even pay money. Yes, tickets are completely fine and normal in nightlife, like ticket sales, great, wonderful. But there's no reason why, if you do not have dancers, any sort of service, your drinks are expensive, the music is not even that great, that you should be charging people that much money. Because that really makes no sense at all. Like, I will be completely fine paying that much money if it's actually going to be up to that amount of money. But if all you're offering is music and a dance floor and you're asking for $100, I can't be the only person that feels this way. And it's one thing, like I said, to have ticket sales, that's completely fine, especially during Halloween season. But to charge people $100 with no celebrity, no dancers, and nothing, you've got to be kidding me.
All right, so the guys and the girls feel the same way about the overpricing when it comes to the nightclub. Listen, man, I've experienced parking being from anywhere from $15 to $30. Entry, maybe $40 to about $60. And again, I live in Atlanta, and for one single shot could easily go from anywhere from $15 to $25 depending on what you're drinking. So you're already close to spending $100 before the fun has even started. Then, if you're like me, I have plantar fasciitis. I can't stand up all night. I have to sit down. Of course, there's no seats at the bar. Why? Because they want you to buy a section. So you stop one of the waitresses and you say, excuse me, ma'am. I would love to sit down. You know, how much does it cost to sit on that IKEA couch that y'all have in the back? If you want to sit right there, you got to pay for a bottle, which is $250 per bottle at the minimum. $250 a bottle. How big are these goddamn bottles? How long am I going to be lit for? Am I going to be lit tomorrow too? Am I gonna be able to go home with this bottle and get lit with my people at home is what I'm saying. Oh no, you can't leave with the bottle. You have to drink here. And the type of bottle you can get for $250 is something like a Crown Royal, Casamigos. But if you want something that's not gonna give you a headache tomorrow, well, you're gonna have to spend like $400. And oh, it looks like you have up to, looks like 6 people with you. That's a 2-bottle minimum. So now you're at a $500 minimum just to sit down. And once again, the fun hasn't even started. So I'm charged to park, I'm charged to get in, I'm charged for my shots, and I'm charged to sit down. All the while you are 10xing the price of these bottles. I can easily get a Crown Royal bottle for $20 at the store. But what if I told you there's more to the bottle scam than just the prices? Check this out.
Now, have y'all been getting sick from the liquor at the nightclubs? Okay, check this out.
Now, if you drink for real and you go to the club a lot, then you know club liquor be the absolute worst. That shit get you toe the fuck up. Because a lot of that liquor be cut, especially when you buy liquor from the bar. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that liquor be cut. So people try to avoid that shit by just buying bottles. But I'm starting to feel like y'all cutting the bottles too. Because I got a bottle at Diamond the other night, and I promise you that shit had me sick for 2 days. Like, my head was hurting so bad, I had to take my hair down.
Now, she's absolutely correct. What people tend to do at nightclubs is avoid having mixed drinks altogether because you don't know what kind of liquor they're using. So people tend to opt for the full bottle. But she stated the full bottle even got her sick. Y'all, but that's not all. They done got my friends to Diddy this too. Now, let's hear what she had to say.
I'm making this video for one reason and one reason only. What the fuck is in the liquor that they've been passing out in Atlanta? Y'all, I went out yesterday. I had maybe 3-4 shots. I am sick as fuck. Like, I can't get out of my bed. Hands been shaking, throwing up on the toilet, number 2. Like, I'm up.
Now, you guys know this is true because I was in Atlanta and she canceled on me because she had gotten sick. But if you know the TikTok algorithm, it's always going to point you to the truth. Now, shout out to this creator because he's got a little dirty secret to tell.
All right, I'm finna start snitching in 3, 2, 1. So I used to work at this strip club in Atlanta while I was going to school and shit. And I was the bar back. So they had me in the liquor room. Like, that shit was damn near my office. So all them expensive drinks, say like, what y'all thought y'all was drinking? Don Julio, Patron, or Douce, Grey Goose, Hennessy, all that name brand shit. You might not have been drinking that all the time. Now, don't get me wrong, like if you was there at the beginning of the night, yeah, you probably had some. But as the night goes on, I'm not drinking that. Cause say them bottles was running low, right? Say we running out of them bottles. It was my job to get the cheap liquor that we had, put a funnel in the bottle, and fill that motherfucker back up to the top. And then put the spout back on it, and then seal it back up with a plastic seal with a hair dryer. Look like it was brand new. So you got some cheap ass $20 tequila and a $300 bottle of Patron or Don Julio.
What makes it more egregious is that they had him in the back liquor room with a blow dryer, resealing the labels back on those bottles. So while you're thinking that, okay, instead of getting mixed drinks, I'm gonna get the whole bottle so I can secure that I'm actually getting what I want. Turns out, according to him, allegedly, that's not even the case. At the end of the day, you were still getting cheap liquor, but you're getting it in a Douce bottle, a Patron bottle, or a Don Julio bottle. Now y'all be safe out there in them ATL streets, because them bar owners are getting a little bit more craftier and a little bit more cheaper.
Wait, y'all are filling up the bottles with cheaper liquor? That should be illegal. But if you really pay attention, anytime the bottle girls bring the bottles out, they usually pop it open for you. And I think that's probably because they're trying to hide the fact it was already open. But it's so crazy because the people within the club will guilt shame you into thinking that you need to pay all this money for these bottles. You're a brokey if you're not buying these bottles. Oh, you're trying to get the cheap bottles. You're broke. And all the while, they're trying to scam you. They're looking for the next best sucker. So what do guys do? They look at the bottle girl. They be like, ooh, all right, she do look good. Let me go ahead and spend some money so I'm not out here looking broke. Now, here you are spending $400 on a $25 bottle. The crazy part is that they had the guy sealing the bottles back up as if it's brand new still. Listen, man, y'all better be careful in these clubs because that's how people get drugged. The clubs are literally finessing in any way that they possibly can, and they don't care how they get their money, even if it makes you sick. But okay, you've overspent your money, but at least you had fun, right? I mean, like, you woke up the next day, your voice is gone because you were singing your favorite song, right? Or you walked out the club drenched in sweat because you was dancing all night, getting your full money's worth, right? Nope, because the club vibe and the club interaction is even a scam.
In 2025, can we please bring dancing back into the club? That's all I want. I'm just trying to go to the club and have a good time. I know, son, I feel you. You too cool for school. You trying to just sit in the cut like Parade side and stand there. But that shit's so boring, bro. I'm so tired of going to the club. Everybody just standing there looking at each other. Some people get some bottles. DJ come out. Look how much he's spending. Whoa. Who got their money out? And then the next person go there. But nobody doing nothing. Everybody just staring at everybody. And then I got homies. They see a girl in the club. Across the way they been wanting to talk to. Then she go right there. I'm like, you about to go talk to her? Man, I'm about to DM her as soon as I leave here and talk about I seen you. What? Sound like a serial killer, my boy. What are you talking? She right there. Fuck you, I'm gonna just get up, go over there. That's the thing. We used to be dancing, that dance on that raid come on. I mean, this approach right here was everything. She used to turn around, look you up and down, and if you started dancing, you had at least had a chance to get the numbers, something. Now you vibing for a song. Okay, was you a good enough dancer to get song number 2? Or is you going to be moving and grooving and sliding and vibing up off you? It didn't matter, but there's just none of that no more. Everybody just standing there. Music could be going crazy. DJ could be stupid. It's only DJ I ever seen make people dance in LA was Kate Renata. Only person I seen, girls was leaving this section to go dance. I'm like, nah. We ain't bring that shit back. I don't know how I'm bring back 2025. We dancing in the club again, bro. I need that.
What killed the club?
Right, let's rank it.
There's 5 options. Smartphones, bottle service or section culture, price gouging, trap/low energy music that results in no dancing. I would think sections, price gouging.
Smartphones.
Wait, no, I would put DJs over smartphones.
What?
Nah. I feel like smartphones did it. I think social media did it. The prevalence.
Ruined the club?
Yeah, and the prevalence of just always, like, if you do something, like, and look crazy, like, someone's gonna videotape you doing it, and then that's all over social media next.
I think even older people would say, like, our era of clubbing is not as good as theirs was.
You know what also a thing is? People don't dance face-to-face anymore.
That's
like
that's
the
a
way
big
in the
one, man.
90s where people would dance face, like our parents
It's more
danced face to
intimate.
face. We don't dance face to face
At all. At all.
We dance
Booty
back
to pelvis.
Yeah.
I can't tell because I wasn't outside 20 years ago, but
Yeah.
I think we have so many good DJs now. We just have a lot of bad ones too.
Yeah, you just don't like them up here.
So ladies, it's not that men are broke. It's not that men are being cheap. Men are tired of getting scammed at the club. The club is supposed to be a place where you go out, you have fun with your homies, you have fun meeting new people. It's supposed to be a fun vibe of just, I don't care. But instead you're getting overpriced, you're left with bad vibes. You got girls sitting there on their phones, smoking hookahs. The only time they're actually interacting is when they're creating a story so they can look like they're having fun. Then you go out with them just to find out you don't really be having fun. Then you look at the guys are standing up on the wall. They're just holding their drink like this, bobbing their head, trying to look tough. Then they go buy a bottle hoping that women are just gonna flock to them like roaches. Then the women do flock to them like roaches to get their free shots, and then the women's going about their business. Bro, the whole experience is just a scam. If you ask me, you can have a much better time with people that you know at the crib. Or you can have a much better time at a bar, a speakeasy, like a karaoke. You can have so much more fun than sitting in the dark with a whole bunch of people that want to look rich for the night. And that is my biggest takeaway from Nightlife. It's a whole bunch of people that's trying to fill a void of being broke in real life, and then they go out and they try to feel like the man at the club by spending all this money because the club congratulates you for that. You have a whole bunch of people that are looking at you, flocking around you because they want some of your bottle. As soon as your bottle is out, okay, everybody's gone. The DJ is gonna play into, oh, he's buying bottles, look at him buying bottles. So now you feel like the man. You know, you drinking, you standing up on this IKEA couch that you spend $400 for, you feeling like the man. But all the while, you're just a customer. The clubs are looking to finesse people like you. So ladies that work at the club, once again, it's not that men are trying to be cheap, it's just that men are tired of being finessed. Why is parking so much money? You do know this is your parking lot, right? Why does it cost so much to get in? Why does dudes have to pay extra to come in with a hat on? Stuff like that, just to be paying all of this money and you don't even have fun nowadays in the club. And then at the club, you know, you're there with your friends, you ain't seen your friends in a while. This is the time that you meet up. You can't even talk to them because the music is so loud. They're overly playing this trap music, creating this horrible vibe because all they're playing is shoot 'em up, kill 'em, bang bang. You can't even at least just catch up with your bros. It's too loud. And yes, I'm a married man, so you won't catch me in the clubs, but I have a lot more fun at the bar with my bros than I did when I was single in the club. So fellas, if you really want to have some fun, you still want to conversate with your bros and stuff, catch some good music, maybe get some good food, bro, go sit down at a bar if you over 21. Now, I mean, go bowling or something, catch a good vibe. Stop wasting your weekends, wasting all this money, waking up the next day looking at your bank account and saying, why did I spend so much money at the club? Because all they're doing to get you drunker and drunker just to get more money out of you, all right? These clubs do not care about their consumers, and us men can feel that. So anyways, y'all, it's been your boy TybuggyTV. Comment below, how do you feel about club culture? Do you still go to the club? The best clubs that I've been to was when me and my wife, we went to Mexico, and it was like a club in Cancun. It was just a great vibe. I mean, confetti, the lights. And then it was so cheap to get in. I think we paid like $5 to get in, and then like the shots were dumb cheap. Like, it was a whole vibe. You didn't feel like you was getting robbed. You felt like you were there to have a good time. Like, I felt like I was in college again. But nowadays in these major cities in America, you're not having fun unless you're spending top dollar. But anyways, y'all, it's been your boy TybuggyTV. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on my post notifications so you get a notification every time I post, all right? Until next time, man, I'm out of here.